Good morning, YouTube. This is man always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. As you know, earlier this morning I did a video which is announcing the this weekend we had the Legion Sports Fest, and we also have another show this weekend, and it is the Daytona Pro. It is a busy weekend for Olympic qualification for 2025, both for the main Olympia and also for the Masters Olympia. I mean, a lot of people want to jump on and get their qualification out of the way. I mean, as you know, 2024 Olympic qualification is done. And these two shows, both the Legion and the Daytona, are for next year's Olympia. And also, they both are Masters shows that qualify for the Masters Olympia for 2025. It's going to be in Japan, you know this. So we have here the list for women's physique. And we have a stack lineup. We have the open class. We have a lot of ladies here. Some ladies I recognize, and some ladies I have pleasure of interviewing on my channel. Also, as you said again, it's open class. We have here Masters over 40 or 40 plus, and which gets you qualification for the Olympia. If you win the Masters over 40, you get Olympia qualification. And anything else you have to apply for. And we also have Masters over 45 and Masters over 55 for 55 plus. But right here first, we have here one Miss Kathleen Alvarez, and this is going to be, I think, her third show for the year. I know she did a couple of shows before, and she's been a busy lady. I mean, we recently just got in contact with her, so we might be possibly set up an interview sometime in the upcoming next month. So we're hoping let's get a chance we can talk about her experience at this show and also other shows she has done this year. Next one we have here is a lady who's making her pro debut, and that is one Miss Sandra Amaro. And, like I said, I don't know much about her, but this is going to be her pro debut. Next up, we have here a lady who's been Olympia before, back in 2023. And she's done a couple of shows this year. This is one Miss Alina Alvarez Romero. She's originally from Spain. From what I heard, she actually now lives here in the States. She lives in Miami. Now, she did the Tampa Bay Pro, which I felt like she did a place a little higher. And also, she did Tupelo Pro. She looks very impressive from the show. She also follows me on social media. Hope she does well at the show. I mean, this could be get her Olympic qualification for 2025. Next one we have is Manon DeLilly. And, Manon still is qualified for this year's Olympia in figure. And this is going to be her seventh show. And this is going to be the third show she's done in Florida. She's done 7 shows, 5 of them in figure, and 2 in physique. Because she debuted in physique at the Europa Pro in the UK, and she got a qualification for Olympia in figure at the Vancouver Pro. And there's been talk that she was gonna do her debut at the show, I think it was originally, but then she did the Europa Pro and she got third. And she's already qualified for the Olympia for figure, so she might as well just go ahead and use that qualification. No point in wasting it. But this could be a show that could possibly get her qualification for next year's Olympia. Next up we have is one Miss Farrah Faulkner. She did a couple of shows this year also, and I believe it's going to be her third show. She last competed at the Arizona Pro. Next up we have a lady who had the pleasure of interviewing on my channel. That's one Miss Santana Francisco. Santana turned pro about a couple of years ago, and she made her pro debut at the Tupelo Pro. Impressive physique. I think she did pretty good, especially that was her first pro debut in Tupelo. I think she cracked the top 10 at that show. Congratulations. I think she has great aesthetics. I hope she does well in this show. Next up we have is one Miss Marta Galagos. I got her name wrong. Apologize. She last competed at the Masters World Championship, and also I know last year she competed at the Atlantic Coast Show. And this is going to be, I believe, her second or third show for the year. Next up, we have another lady who have the pleasure of interview. We have one Miss Yvonne Guzman. I want to apologize for mispronouncing her name. She's originally from Mexico. I remember I follow her on social media. She was wanting to do another show. I think she was thinking about doing Tampa or another show, but she missed the deadline. So she said she wanted to jump on a show just to be competitive. She competed last year at the Masters Olympia in women's bodybuilding. Now she's doing physique. We have here one lady who just got her pro card no more than almost just a few weeks ago. We have here one Miss Heather Johnson. Next we have one was Kiana McClinty. This is going to be the first show for her this season. She last competed last year at the Ultimate Classic. Next up, we have one Miss Carrie Mercer, and she last competed in 2021 at the Daytona Pro. So it's been a while since she competed. So, this will be the first show for her in almost 3 years. Next up, we have one Miss Heather Rugsby. And she last competed at this show, the Daytona, in 2023. Next up, we have here a lady I had the pleasure to interview, Constable Natalie Thompson. She's a constable, a police officer from Canada. She last competed at the Masters World Championship, and also she competed at the Masters Olympia, where she was invited. So hope she does well, because also she's doing Masters 40, which could possibly get another chance to go to the Masters Olympia and maybe get Olympic qualification. Next up, we have is one Miss Tiffany Walker. She's from my home state of North Carolina. I believe this is going to be the second or third show for the season. She competed at the Max Fit, and I hope she does well. Next up, we have is a lady who's competing in Masters 40 Plus, and she's making her pro debut, and that is one Miss Julia Bowley, and she earned a pro card at the Masters USA's. Next up, we have a lady who just competed no more than about a couple of weeks ago at the Daytona Pro, and that is one Miss Christine Shante. And she competed a couple of shows. I know she competed at the, I think she competed 2 more shows earlier this year. I know she did the Max Fit and another show. And, she's been busy. I mean, she's from Spain. So again, she got to come here and do another show in the States. Wow, that's a long way to come. It's just been 2 weeks since she did the Daytona Pro. Next up, we have here a lady who I've been on my channel before. As you remember, she's partners and friends with my dear friend Eunice Martinez Kitchens, and that is one Miss Jolene Fuchs. Now, Miss Fuchs last competed at the Max Fit Pro, and also she competed at the Triple O Dynasty earlier this year. She did both women's. I think she just did the Masters class in I think the women's over 40 division. I think she did Open 2. She did pretty good. I think she cracked top 3 in Open in women's physique. But I hope the best of luck to Jolene. Next up we have here is one Miss Brewer Eklund, if I got a name wrong. She last competed at the Masters World Championship also. We have here one Miss Lisa Leon, who competed at this show last year, the Daytona Pro. And also we have here is Becky Short. And Becky last competed at the Linda Murray show. And this was early this year. First lady, great physique. She did both Open and also she did also the Masters at that show, because they have at the Linda show they have women's over 40 plus. One lady who making her pro debut is one Dr. Janetta Martin, and this will be her pro debut. She's competing in women's 55 plus. And last we have here one Miss Melanie Sullivan, who last competed at the Masters World Championship, and she's also competing in women's Masters 55 plus. Like I said, some of the ladies who are you will see the same women competing both in Open, 45, 40, and 55 plus. I mean, it's like I said, it's a stacked list here. You can see the same names. That's why I just don't want to go through the whole thing of who's competing. But if you look at the list and you see it, you know that you'll see some repeats the same name. Anyway, the show is going to be, as I said, it's the same weekend as the Legion Sports Fest, meaning they're going to have, from Saturday and Sunday. Now, with the Legion Sports Fest, they're doing their pros first on Saturday and doing Masters on Sunday. With this show, I'm trying to think. I think they're going to do Masters first and do their pros, the Open show on Sunday. Which is the Open shows, the Olympic qualification for next year. The Master shows are just for the 40 plus division. The 40 plus class is qualification for the 2025 Masters Olympia. So also it's a pro am. It's going to be amateurs part. So I think they're going to do the amateurs first and do the Masters, and then do the Open on Sunday. I don't know. I got to look at the list and see how it's going. I don't know. Will I watch the show? Like I said, I'm gonna watch the Legion because I want to support my man Big Keith, because I want to show support to him. This show, like I said, the time, like I said, there's different time zone between. As you know, the Legion show is in Nevada, Reno. So there's a 3 hours difference between here on the East Coast, where the Daytona show is in Florida. I'm gonna flip a coin on this. I'll think about this. Like I said, it's about the end of the month, and I'm about to be broke, so so I might check it out. Just like I said, maybe. Like I said, there's some ladies who are here who I know who compete in the show. I might just show support and check it out. But like I said, if you want to check it out yourself, I'm gonna leave a link to the live stream. You can watch it. I know my man David Bryant was there last year because he was there, and he might put some stuff on it because he lives in Florida, so he might check it out. Remember last year, Jada Beverly made her return to Women's Physique that year. She took second, and now Jada's moved over to Wellness, where she competed both at a couple of shows this year. But you want to check out the show? I'm gonna leave the link for the live stream. Watch it. Like I said, these shows can use a lot of support from us fans because this is how these promoters get money and get sponsorships for the divisions. I would love. This is why I would say this. With so many shows for bodybuilding in Florida, just not enough for women's bodybuilding. And this could be both this show and the Legion could be great shows because there's only this year is only one show for next year's qualification for Olympia, and that's the Remain Muscle Fest. And I know there's a lot of competitors who probably love to do a show that'd be closer to them, especially in their backyard, especially in Florida, or like I said, in the West Coast, right there in Reno. But, it's up to these promoters and up to these sponsors to get that chance to women's bodybuilding. But I will watch it to support some competitors and also just to be as a fan, just to see how well they do. Anyway, this is your man, Always George Page, a.k.a. the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Don't like, subscribe. I'm out.